Katrina! May mahulog yan. Okay, so our plan today is we are gonna go to the pumpkin patch in Richmond. Well, sa Steve's dun siya in Richmond. And we're gonna meet up with one of Kat's schoolmates na si Ate Nanette.
Ay, Ate Nanette, yes.
Yeah. Tapos, tatanungin namin siya ng mga questions na ask kami about international students and
Totoo, mga
experiences.
Actually, long overdue na din talaga yung pagkikita dapat namin. Kasi yung last namin na nag-meet kami was nung Zoom. Nung nag-Zoom meeting kami, and then may pinag-usapan lang kami. And then I think it's about time din na parang
It's about them time.
na magkita kami. And para, since marami sa inyo ang nagtatanong about mga experiences as an international student, I think
Eto na
nag-sobrang ako. Si Ate Nanette, yung isa sa mga may successful stories na being an international student, kasama yung family niya na ngayon PR na siya. Kaya samahan niyo kami.
Anyways, magdadrive na kami. Pipick upin na namin si Alex and Bea. And then we are gonna go to the pumpkin patch in Richmond. It's 22 minutes away and we're supposed to be meeting at 11 and it's already 10:37 now, so we gotta go. Okay, see you later. Bye.
Hello!
Alex and Bea are
Hello.
here. Nice jacket. Uy!
Ano? Tara na, baba na
Okay.
tayo. Hello! Ayun, ano na sa kanila ba yan? Tingnan sa kanila yan. Nanette and Joey. So, kwento kasi namin sa kanila na you're one of the many successful stories dito na nag-start as an international student na ngayon PR na. So, gusto namin tanongin sa inyo, like, how was your experience? Bakit kayo nag-international student coming here? And bakit Vancouver yung pinili niyo?
Well, I was working for an airline in the Philippines. And you know how mandatory retirement is 60. And I figured in about 12 years, I was going to be out of a job. And with many people relying on me, not just my own family, being without a job in 12 years was not an option. Also, she was diagnosed with cancer a few years ago, which she recovered from. She's a cancer survivor. So we figured, I don't want to be in a place where I'm 60 and I have no health care or it won't cover the cost of cancer treatments. So it wasn't taking time, Mom. We thought we're not gonna wait until the end to figure this out. We're gonna leave now. So an opportunity presented itself and we decided to take it. So we joined forces. Basically, she had the credentials and I had the funds. So we combined both to come here.
Wow!
Ay!
Nice to meet you again in person.
Yeah, we were just doing Zoom yesterday.
Oh, wow!
You guys know each other?
No. Hi, Nick.
Hi, Nick!
Nick is our career services manager at Magsenda.
Nick, what's up?
Why?
Nice meeting you!
Nice to meet you.
Katrina, I'm from Magsenda too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I graduated like last week. So I like us.
You were already settled in the Philippines, like,
I had a nice job.
yeah, nice
Actually, the job
job.
I had there, I made even more money than I did over there.
Yeah.
But at what price? And it was gonna end relatively soon. Unlike here, as long as you like, you can work however old you may be or as old as you like. As long as you still want to and you're still capable of doing so, you can work. Yeah. I used to fly here as a flight attendant, but having immersed in the culture and in the workforce here, I find that there's a kindness to the culture that I really appreciate. There is a respect that I never really experienced.
Oh,
Regardless of the work that you do here, they don't really look down on you on any work that you do. As
That's
long as you have
true.
a job, there is dignity in labor here. Even if they're like dirty on the outside, their good graces, their good manners are always with them, regardless of their state of dress or grooming. These are the things that had I known that it was going to be this good, I would have left even sooner.
coming here na as a family, so parang wow, ang ganda. Kasi di ba may iba tayong mga kasama or mga ibang kababayan in the Philippines na medyo nahihirapan din sila kung
Mag-decide.
mag-decide if para ba sa kanila. And then, settled na sila doon, okay na sila doon, they have everything, pero parang nadadalawang isip pa sila na okay, ano na lang namin.
Diba? Settled na nga kami doon. Pero, how long? Diba? When I turn 60, and then where will you be? You'll be old, you'll be broke, and then you'll be sick.
Yeah.
And then you're stuck, right? I'm saying we're not going to go out like that, you know. We're going to make a concerted effort to go against this. Everybody will get old and everybody will get sick at some point in their lives. And we don't want to be a burden to our families when that happens. Well, basically, the reason was for the healthcare. When she had cancer, that actually changed my whole. There was a paradigm shift, so to speak. It's different when your partner's survival is in question. You know, you have questions like, am I going to be able to raise our son alone? You'll have these thoughts running through your mind, you know. And so, it actually that crisis in our lives, which was averted, thankfully, caused my mind to travel in directions I would never have explored.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, to ensure her survival.
Welcome back.
Busy. Na international student, nung pumunta kayo dito, kumusta? Kumusta naman?
Anong naging experience?
Well, I first came here 2008. So I applied as a tourist. Kasi we were talking about migrating either to Australia, New Zealand, or Canada. So galing kaming New Zealand. Tapos nagustuhan ka naman doon, kaso lang wala kaming family support. I have friends there. So sabi niya, why don't you go to Canada? See if you like it. So I went here as a tourist. And then I met with my best friend from the graduate school. I met my first consultant. Tapos, yun nga, in-advise niya, if you want the fastest way to come to Canada, come here as a student. So, I came here as a student 2019. May 2019. Tapos sumunod sila, my son and my husband, 2 months after. So, okay lang kasi family kami. So, I guess hindi ako masyadong nahirapan kasi yung mindset namin naka-ready na eh. We're really determined that we're going to make Canada our home. Yung question naman kung nahirapan ako sa school, I'm a teacher at home eh. So it's my home. Basically, second home ko. So you can call me a professional student kasi I've been studying for so many years. This is my second course. I took up a Bachelor in Human Resource, Bachelor of Business Administration, Human Resources Concentration. So that's my second course. Tapos I had my master's degree and PhD in the Philippines. I guess kasi yung training tsaka yung discipline ko, nandun na eh. So madali na sa akin. Tsaka I really love learning. So yung mga tao na masyadong focus sa grades, I feel that their heart is not in the right place. You have to learn because you want to learn, diba? You can use it for your career later on and also for networking.
Yeah.
I'm able to meet wonderful people like you, Kat, Bea, our valedictorian, and then we run into Nick Wang, our career services manager. Kahapon lang nag-Zoom meeting kami kasi I invited him as guest speaker. So, yung investment mo sa pag-aaral mo, it will come back to you tenfold. Yun ang feeling ko. So, wag niyo masyadong isipin na ang laki ng tuition, ang mahal, it's hard, I have to speak English. All that you will really use to be successful here. At saka ang daming opportunities sa Canada eh. It would really open up so many different windows and doors for you. So on my part, I love learning. So hindi mahirap sa akin. Even yung online learning, kasi remember nung nag-pandemic, nag-ano ko nun 5 courses.
Wow.
And I was working 20 hours teaching. Tapos may racket pa ako na online ESL. So I was working, I think maybe close to 40 hours per week. Tapos I was enrolled in 5 courses kasi gusto kong matapos agad eh. So kinaya naman. Don't focus on the fact that it's mahal or it's mahirap. don't lose your siguro your focus and goal na I'm doing this for my future. Lalo na kung mga bata pa kayo in your 20s or 30s,
Because there's so much time.
there's so many things that would open up for you. So just be open to changes basically.
There are also people asking if there's a difference between learning in the Philippines or learning here. Did you find that?
Well, yes, kasi maraming essay, maraming presentation, maraming reports, at saka depende sa school, minsan araw-araw. Tapos you have to do group works with people from other countries. So kung hindi ka komportable being groupmates with people from India, from Asia, from Europe, adjustment period lang naman yun eh. Pero, again, kailangan open mind na yung culture nila actually will enrich you. That's
Yeah.
part of the learning.
Yeah.
You know, ayun yung favorite part ko actually sa learning and teaching kasi I'm interested to learn about their culture. And once you're interested to learn more about them, they'll also be interested in you. Actually, ganun din naman sa workplace eh. So training na natin yan sa school, international students, sa work, international co-workers. Kasi it's really diverse. Tsaka bawal kasi dito talaga yung discrimination kahit na yung mga subtle.
Being an international student, what was the hardest part?
Hardest part, I guess time management. Especially if you're working, tapos yung hours mo sa gabi. Or, I guess homesickness kung single ka. Sa part ko, ano bang hardest part?
I have my own take on that question. I've never been away this long from the Philippines, so at first I was also homesick. And there was a pandemic, so that notion of me not being able to go home, even if I had the tickets to go home, was also difficult. But as soon as I got my PR, something changed, you know. There was a shift in my thinking where I'm not homesick anymore because this is home for me
Yeah.
now. And the person that landed here 3 years ago, I'm not that guy anymore. Everybody that comes here, I believe, becomes a better person, becomes a better version of themselves. About yung gastos, no? Or people saying na yung all the reasons not to come here. If you're looking for a reason not to come here, you'll always find that reason.
That's
It's
true.
so easy.
Yep.
You know, you just talk to the neighbor who doesn't want to come here, or unsupportive your friends
To validate you.
to validate your fear,
Yeah.
right? And if you fall into that, then they would have succeeded in preventing you from having a better life.
Yeah.
So be very careful who you tell your plans to. Be
Yeah.
very careful who you share them with to make sure that people are supportive of your plans.
Yeah. So we just changed locations from over there to over here because it's nicer.
Happy Halloween. Anyway, so, inisip ko na lang, kahit mahirap, syempre hindi naman lahat madali, no? Although for me, I guess it's easier kasi I'm used to the school environment. At saka sabi ko nga, I'm a professional student, so I know what I'm getting myself into. Now, the tuition is expensive. That's true. Pero, my son is able to study for free. So, inisip ko na lang yung tuition ko para sa tuition ng anak ko.
Yeah.
Diba? So, it's really, at hindi lang yun kasi meron siyang child benefit from Canada. So, coming here, every month, he gets like 540 plus per month. Tapos nung medyo gumanda na yung income namin, binabaan ng konti ng Canada yung child benefit, naging 300 plus. But still, you can use that money for your son's development. So ngayon, nagko-coding class siya, he's into scouts. So, pwede mo siyang i-enroll sa mga program. Like, if he wants to play yung musical instrument, pwede yon. So, kasi love na love ng Canada yung mga kids. Kasi it's the future, diba? So, binibigyan talaga nila ng support, which is what I love. This country gives us so much. So, yung yung contribution ba namin, I guess it also goes to the economy. So we're also fueling the development of Canada.
You can see where the money from the government goes, and you can see
Exactly.
where your contribution goes as well.
We were the Filipinos that tried to make a mark in the Philippines back home. We stayed the course. We weren't in our 20s when we came here. We were so close to retirement when we came here.
Hindi naman.
Yeah. I mean,
We're in our 40s. Yes, we came here
because
in our
we're like the
40s.
poster kids for people who are like, ang tatanda nyo na, pero you still, started a new life here.
Yeah,
So,
started over.
marami kaming kaibigan that are asking how did you do it, diba? And all of that, So, going in line with what she was talking about the child benefit. Imagine, you're in the Philippines, you work here for over 20 years, and then, ang tax burden mo doon, pwede ka na bumili ng bagong kotse, taon-taon,
Yeah.
na parang hindi mo naman nakikita, diba?
Yeah.
And here, we land here, we receive a letter in the mail, like, oh my God, what is this? It's like
Yeah.
an official document. Basically it says, oy, may anak kayo, di ba? Ito pera, gamitin nyo para sa anak nyo. And I'm reading the letter, I'm like, okay, I don't understand. They want to give us money? I thought they were charging us for something, but they're giving us money. Why? I mean, we're not even PR or citizens. They're giving us money. So, for his hobbies, right? I mean, what country will do that, So, it was a pleasant, like, taste of what was to come.
Tsaka sa school ng mga bata, ang dami nilang nakukuha rin na free. They have snacks, they have school supplies, they have maraming activities sa school. So, minsan uwi yan, meron ng parang grocery basket. Tapos I'll ask him, what did you have in school? Ba't hindi mo kinain yung baon? Sabi, because we had free lunch. We had
Pakain
pizza.
sila, oo.
Like last year, during Halloween, umuwi sila, tigi-tigisa, may kalabasa. Ayan, ginawang jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
So, may mga nagdo-donate sa school, tapos for the kids.
Yeah.
Imagine, like, certain charity groups like the Rotary Club or Lions or Knights of Columbus will provide free breakfast for your kids in school. I'm like, we have those organizations back home, but that doesn't really happen back
Yeah.
home. Right?
Yeah.
No shade to the groups back home because, of course, life is hard back home, but there is a generosity and a kindness to the culture, and the purchasing power of their income allows them to do much better things with their charities here. And that translates to kindness, more kindness all around.
Yeah.
And even our own school, di ba, Kat? Accenda gave us, personally, I got the 10,500 Canadian dollar grant. So ngayon, with new students, I think they're giving 15,000 scholarship grant. So, ayun, laking tulong din, di ba?
Yeah.
Actually, if you really think about it, hindi na siya ganun kamahal compared to US or
Yeah.
Europe.
Yeah.
Because I used to be administrator for Enderun colleges in the Philippines. That's actually the most expensive college in the Philippines. So, doon, pag nag-aral ka, mga 450,000 to 500,000 a year. Ngayon, per course sa atin, I think 1,600, I don't know, times 43.
150, yeah.
Hindi na siya ganun kamahal talaga. Kung tutuusin.
Yeah. Sinabi ko nga sa kanila na mura na yung Accenda. Mura yung Accenda compared to other colleges or universities here in BC.
Yeah. So when you graduated po, how did you transition from being a student to being a full-time worker? And did your education from Accenda help with, the future career path that you are taking right now?
Well, when I first started working here, ang unang job ko was a secretary, admin assistant. I consider that job, a blessing na rin kasi I was getting $20 per hour. I left after 3 months, but we were still on good terms. Sabi nga ng boss ko, kasi they were going back to the Philippines on a extended holiday. So sabi nila, when they come back, if I'm still free, I can come back to the company. So, ang nangyari, nag-ano kasi ako, nag-apply ako sa mga schools as part-time instructor. So one school called me and ang dali lang. I only had 2 interviews and then I got hired. I was teaching international students.
Wow.
So that's my second job. So sila na rin yung nag-sponsor ng PR namin. So I was teaching there 20 hours per week as a part-time instructor. Tapos nung nakuha ko na yung postgraduate work permit, pinromote nila ako as senior educational administrator. So I was teaching part-time and doing admin. Parang trabaho ko rin sa Philippines. It's an easy transition. I guess we're just so blessed.
Yeah.
We're so blessed kasi other people will find it hard to align their career from the Philippines and then coming here, especially kung yun nga, nurse ka or engineer ka or architect ka, parang mahirap makakuha ng recognition dito. Pero since I was a college teacher in the Philippines, tapos aligned naman yung mga educational requirements saka yung work experience ko. So, I guess it's the career transition was easier for me. But you know, coming here, we were fully prepared na ano ba, magiging dishwasher ba tayo or
Like
magiging
mentally,
tindera ba tayo?
hinahanda nyo na yung sarili nyo.
Sabi ko, para sa anak natin to eh. So,
Yeah.
if that's the job that's available, then we'll do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a waitress in the Philippines. I can do it here again.
Yeah.
Thankfully, hindi na. So, yeah, we're very blessed. We're very blessed. Daming kids.
And then now you guys are PR, like permanent residents of Canada. Why did you choose Vancouver apart from, you know, other provinces?
Other provinces.
Yeah.
Why did you choose Vancouver?
Yeah.
Well, as a former flight attendant with lifetime free tickets, you'll get tickets for life when you put in your 20 years. So I have that with the airline. So I was thinking I need to be at a station in a city where we have airline service.
Oh, okay.
To answer the question, yeah, it was either this, Vancouver or Toronto, and we chose this because this is where she from the school. Right?
Oh, okay.
So everything had
Was
like
here
clicked into
and-
place.
Yeah.
Yung pathway kasi namin to PR is BCPNP, which is British Columbia Provincial Nomination Program. Eh, ako kasi lamigin ako eh. Ayoko ng maraming snow, parang nakaka-depress sa akin. Mas gusto ko yung, actually favorite weather ko to. Pagdating ng winter,
Wala na.
kahit dito sa Vancouver, malamig pa rin eh actually, di ba? So, this is the best, I would say, the best city in Canada. Oh, we're here in the pumpkin patch. Everything is within 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Tapos, ang gaganda ng lakes. You don't need to pay for, di ba? To go to the lakes.
True. You have a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
dito.
Mountains,
You don't pay
yeah.
toll fees, you know, like
Mahal, yes. Yung standard of living, mahal talaga. Pero, unless somebody will give me, I guess, a house or $1 million, lilipat kami ng ibang place sa Canada. Pero I like it here. I like it here.
for all the benefits we're getting here, you know, I don't have to overthink things here. You know, I don't have to work so hard. Because back home, you're working so hard. I had a fine job, and I had a couple of side hustles back home, and it really wasn't enough. The purchasing power of the peso is slim to none, you know, and there's a lot of issues back home that I'm sure all of you watching will agree that these problems were not created by you or me, but we are fully in the neck of it. It's like, you know, oh sige, eto, we created this mess and you need to live with this, you know, and like, why? I mean, I pay my taxes for this, di ba? So
Well, don't get us wrong. We love the Philippines. We love the Philippines. We just hate the corruption.
Yeah.
Ano na kasi, we got so tired of working so hard and wala kang nakikita na ano eh, na
Changes.
pagbabago.
I also don't miss the toxicity in the culture, you know. Yung people say, ang taba mo.
Mhm.
Or kailan ka mag-asawa?
Mhm.
O, ba't wala pa kayong anak, di ba? Para this is none of your freaking business, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And we never get asked these questions here. They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care about the things you wear. You know, and like people don't even know you. They look at you up and down back home like, oh, why is he wearing sunglasses? It's not even light. Or why is he having an umbrella? Is it gonna rain?
No
Like,
judgment.
why do you
No
care?
judgment.
Okay, don't. You know.
Yeah.
And here, I like it that people just leave you alone.
Mhm.
You know,
And
and
we have
they're
already
supportive.
so many family and friends here. Yung cousin niya nandito. I don't, my cousin is actually in Hamilton, Ontario. So yun lang yung isang kamag-anak ko. Maybe if I'm going to move, pwedeng near them. But really, we like it here.
Mhm.
At
Also,
syempre, if there would be opportunities in the future, like his nursing degree will take us somewhere else, okay din naman sa akin.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna parse this into finely chopped bits. Senyorita ako back home eh. Meron akong katulong na olara, merong labandera, merong yaya.
Mhm.
So pag uwi mo ng bahay, di ba, luto na yung pagkain, wala ka nang ililigpit, di ba? Wala ka nang, hindi ka nang mamamalengke. Although I do, but you know, the hard stuff, may gagawa for you, di ba?
Actually, baligtad kami.
I really thought about this na kaya ko bang, you know, am I really gonna like put my nose to the grindstone and do all of this na all my life? Medyo di kampanilya ako, di ba? But you know what? There are automations here, like, you know, like washing machines and
Yep.
stuff. And
Yeah, dishwashers.
And there's a dishwasher, you know, and I had to Google how to use a Frigidaire dishwasher.
Yeah.
Pag may sistema ka na, madali na yun eh.
Mhm.
Yeah, baligtad kami
It's not
kasi
as hard as one would imagine.
I grew up without any help. Kasi my parents are simple people. They're laborers, they're factory workers. Nakapag-aral lang ako sa private school kasi nag-OFW yung tatay ko. So, katulong, kaming magkakapatid. May taga-hugas, may taga-linis, may taga-laba. So, growing up, wala naman kaming convenience na gano'n na may helper. So, when we got married, since sanay siya namin katulong, okay kasi we're both working. Pero iba rin yung may ibang tao sa bahay mo, di ba? Although we really fully trusted our helpers there. Hindi ko masyadong na-miss dito kasi madali naman eh. Hindi mo naman kailangan na you can get a dishwasher. Doon sa bahay namin, we bought a portable dishwasher kasi wala siyang in-unit dishwasher. Tsaka hati kami sa sa chores. So, siya yung cook, tsaka dishwasher, ako yung tagalinis, ako yung sa laundry.
We came to Canada, you know, and I was very liquid kasi I just sold the house, right? So I'm like, what can we do to make our life easier here? Oh, there's a robot vacuum that vacuums my floor myself. Magkano? 500? Oh, bili yan. What about that thing? Oh, let's buy this, you know. So, to make our lives easier, you know,
Yeah.
we bought all of those things, you know. And, yeah, like she said, you know, pag may sistema ka na, madali na naman eh, na, and also, the katulong dynamic is also part of the oppression ng tao sa Pilipinas, eh. Diba?
Yeah.
Because people are asking us, how much are we paying them back home? We're like, well, they get free room and board with us, but they pay them like 200 Canadian. They're like, what's that? Like a month? A month? You know, I couldn't believe it, you know. Because in really good paying jobs, you can earn it in a day here.
Mhm.
Here, kahit hindi ka masyadong marunong mag-English, as long as you can communicate, even if hindi masyadong batas pinag-aralan mo, kahit simple kang manamit o baduy o whatever back home, wala lahat yun eh.
They don't care
Dito,
about accents or grammar.
Yeah.
Dito,
As long as you
basta
can
masipag ka,
communicate.
Yeah.
you'll do well here. You'll do very well here. It's very assimilating eh. Like kami, di ba? Our English is really good, di ba? And not modesty aside, di ba? But you don't need to speak this well. You know,
Yeah.
yung marami naman ditong Pilipino na simple lang naman. And they make a very good living for themselves. They have happy lives here. And you know, like I said, you know, if I had known that it was going to be this good, you know, I would have left a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah. So for parting words, do you have any piece of advice or anything to the aspirants who are asking us questions or people who just want to come here and be a student or move here?
Well, ako, kaya pumunta ka dito as a worker, as a student, or what have you, ang una mo dapat gawin dito, you have to embrace the culture. Okay? You have to understand na kasi ang common complaint, ang hirap mag-English, ayoko mag-English, or ang hirap magbasa o umintindi ng English. But think about this, di ba? Hindi lang naman tayong Pilipino pumunta dito. You have people from the Middle East, from India, from China. They all come here. And everybody has to go through the same suite na kailangan matutong mag-English, di ba? Because people are afraid of IELTS or CELTIC and all that, diba? But you see, it's not some stupid exam that you need to take and then be done with. It serves a practical purpose in your life, right? Unlike here, English is the standard for communication, for work, you know. You want to buy vegetables sa palengke or sa supermarket. You need this in your daily life, you know. And the degree of success you have here is dependent on your level of comprehension with that language. So, we try to learn about your co-workers or your co-students, your classmates' cultures, diba? So you can have a global view of things.
My advice, kung meron kang ipon, at least 1 million or 1.2 million, the easiest, fastest way to come here is as an international student. You can even do it yourself. Kasi if you go to the IRCC website, nandun lahat ng information. If you can go here as a worker, find jobs, pwede rin naman yun. Just do your research. Merong mga like IPAMs or EDI staff builders. They sometimes bring foreign workers to Canada. But my advice is, if you want to come here, just come here. Buuin mo yung loob mo and just be ready financially, mentally, na ibang mundo yung papasukin mo. Yeah, and emotionally.
Yeah.
So, kung meron kang partner, mas maganda na sabay kayo. Kung mag-isa ka, if you're adventurous, you're ambitious, it will open talaga a lot of opportunities.
People
for
come
you.
here by themselves, diba? But they create support system for themselves, diba? Kung yung karelihiyon mo, or kabayan mo, or katrabaho mo na Pilipino, gano'n. There are ways to get commiserations eh. Na hindi ka naman talaga nag-iisa.
True.
Find support. Pagdating mo dito.
Yeah.
Madami namang tutulong.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Pasyal na ulit tayo.
Okay, let's go.
Good luck with your plans, everyone.
Good luck.
Hey, hey,